over the last few months for Jaylen Brown.
What a great trend it's been for him in terms of his rebounding. He's been getting after it on the glass these past few months. His numbers are way up, and that makes him so much more effective as an all-around contributor.
Now we'll look at Dallas' starting lineup. Big man on the floor for him. It'll be Washington and Gafford. Flag is out there with Christie. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Celtics, Brown out there with Sam Hauser. Then it's White. And it's Queta in at the center position. Oh, there's hope in the smell of hardwood in the air, Tim, which means it's time to tip off a new NBA season.
Yeah, Kevin, the excitement is in the air because it counts starting tonight. We heard all the previews, new faces, new places. We're through the preseason. Now we find...
Oh, that was amazing!
Oh, my goodness!
A supremely athletic player. Brown really stuck it to them there.
Like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Here's Flag. He's covered by Brown. Pass to Middleton. Shoots the 3. The rebound by Queta. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Here's the 3. Trains the three-pointer.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Flag's always shot ready.
And so it's Boston with it. It's a three-point game. White the pass to Hauser. Now here's Brown. Out to the wing. Hauser finds White. 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. Hauser misses. So for Dallas, their last game, a loss to the Magic. Here's Middleton. Pass to Flag. The three-pointer, no good.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Brown jams it in.
And very early on, Brown learned how to finish through contact, an essential skill for an NBA player to master.
Now Flag. Middleton looking it over. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Pass to White. They set the pick. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound, Celtics. That doesn't go either for Brown.
Oh, and he's a very good mid-range shooter, but the defense was all over him there, making that a very difficult shot.
Middleton outside. Over White. Oh, and there's Middleton making a fantastic play. Middleton's got his second bucket.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
And, Greg, we saw some turnover this summer on the Mavs training staff.
Yes, some talk of internal disagreements in that department. The importance of great teamwork in this league, not just limited to the players in the locker room.
And here's Washington outside. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
The correct decision by Middleton, moving to his wide-open teammate, Chris, a terrific passer off the wing.
Brown the pass to Hauser. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
3 shots. 3 shots.
That free throw, good from Hauser. And the second free throw, good. And he makes all three.
And that's about what we expect. He's been excellent from the line tonight.
Middleton outside. Dallas moving the ball around. The three. The rebound by Tatum. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. Last time they met was in Dallas where they beat the Mavericks.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserve.
And a credit to their front office. They wanted a more complete team, and that's exactly what we saw in that one.
Down low, flag, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. So, great for Cooper Flag. Both of his parents were college basketball players.
Yeah, and I love that Cooper's mom calls him String B. Though at this point, he's a powerful young man, and he also has a twin brother, Ace, who's got some talent as well.
Free throw good, Flag. And what you love about Cooper Flag, GA, he's committed with playing the game the right way.
Yeah, I mean, even back in middle school, he would binge watch the '86 Celtics, a team known for its high IQ.
Good on both.
Talking about the first pick of the draft, rookie Cooper Flag, he's got a diverse skill set and is so mature for a teenager.
Tipped away. Shots good by Middleton. Middleton's got 6 points.
And continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
Pass to Shireman. Left side, Brown. Christie with it. No scoring in this one. Out left to the wing. Middleton outside. To the paint. Just 5 to shoot. And then Washington with the dunk.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Pass to Hauser. Here's Shireman. Boston again missing. It's a 5-point game. Here's Washington, and then Washington with the dunk.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
It's really a team effort out there right now, which is great to see. No one wants to be the weak link.
Outside, White. An easy 2 points on the layup. White's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's ready to talk things through with them. Vucevic, he's checked in for the Celtics. Tatum comes in for Brown.
Substitution on the
With a break in the action, we go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that excelled at slowing the pace down a campaign ago. The Celtics second.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
Christie kicks to Middleton. Powell sets a screen for Middleton. Shoots over Vucevic. Misses off the right iron. Celtics trail by 5. Tatum looking around. Now here's White. 29 points for him last game against Charlotte.
Yeah, and it seemed like he spent about half the game shooting free throws. Credit him for really taking it to the defense. And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
And here's Middleton. He's got 6. With the fadeaway. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Middleton's got 8 points.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
Outside Tatum. Trying to find Vucevic. Gets it to him. And they pick up 2.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
The Mavericks leading. Middleton outside. Christie with the screen for Middleton. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And we all know about Middleton's shooting ability, but don't underestimate his explosiveness at the rim.
Pass to Hauser. Outside White. Here's Shireman. Off target at the rim. Middleton outside. Shot clock at 5. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. It's going to be Middleton shooting. It goes on Jason Tatum. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Dallas.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
And another thing that has really opened up the rest of the floor is their damage from the mid-range area.
Boston making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in.
A solid passer and rebounder, but it's really scoring where Middleton shows up big. He can be just relentless on that end of the floor.
Pass to Pritchard. Here's Vucevic, guarded by Powell. And it's Vucevic missing.
Well, the defense challenged him just enough to force that miss. They really collapsed when he got close to the rim.
Bucket is good.
And it really helps their team so much with Middleton's passing with effectiveness, and it helps him out as a scorer. He's that much harder to defend.
White, wide open, he fires. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Here's Dallas. They're on a 17-7 run.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
White against Thompson. Pritchard passes to Vucevic. Mavericks with the rebound.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Thompson for the triple. Rebounded by Vucevic.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
And here's Tatum for 3. A shot off that time. Here's Dallas. They're on a 19-7 run. Inside, here's Powell. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. And the Mavericks lead by 13.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Boston making some changes. Gonzalez, he's checked in for Sam Hauser. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Derek White. .122 left to play in the first. Tatum with it. Now defended by Powell. And it's Jason Tatum with a 3.
This is why Tatum is a volume three-point shooter, because he knows how accurate he can be.
And the dunk by Tatum.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
Middleton for three. Rebounded by the Celtics.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Tatum kicks to Brown. Fires from 14. No good off the front iron.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Thompson inside the line. He squares up and sinks it.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Celtics trail by 10. Tatum passes to Brown. With 4 seconds on the clock. Basket good. Brown's got 6. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Right back after this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Had a feeling this was going to be their strategy coming in. They've got a major size advantage to be able to execute this.
We've got Peyton Pritchard down out there with Vucevic, and it's Shireman in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Gafford sets the pick for Thompson to the middle, cuts off the pass. Pritchard feeling it out a bit. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now Gafford, nothing on the board. Back to Nembhard. 5 on the clock. Pass to Gafford. Vucevic with the rebound.
Well, the defense was solid, but usually I expect them to make that layup.
Here's Brown. Oh, that's blocked.
Look at Flag setting him down at the rim, using that leaping ability to get all over it.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Brown outside. Three-pointer. Thompson with the rebound. Dallas leading by 4. When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
This game for the Celtics, it was a loss to Charlotte. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. This is the 4th and now longest coaching stop for the Mavericks' Jason Kidd. Kyrie Irving said he's learned from the past head coaching jobs that he's had and being with different players and seeing them improve. Now he's mastering his coaching philosophy and being an originator. Back to you.
He has definitely seen it all. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. That free throw, no good. So, Tim, when you look at what wins in this NBA, many say the heyday of the super team has come and gone. Why is that?
Well, I believe the new collective bargaining agreement has made it awfully difficult for teams to pay 3 stars and also fill out their roster with complementary role players.
So what's the answer? How do teams build?
I think the answer Oklahoma City has captured. You have to have great chemistry, certainly a star at the top, and then guys that understand the pecking order of that team. I think that's how you get it done and build around defense.
Great example. Here's Vucevic, and that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Always a battle when you're up against Vucevic. His soft touch helps him convert inside.
And Marshall kicks to Thompson. And a wide open look for Flag. No good with the triple. Celtics trail by 4. Gonzalez passes to Pritchard. Launches from deep. Thompson with the rebound. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Such a wide open look. And that's now 7 points for Cooper Flag.
I like Flag from beyond the arc. I'd like to see him shoot it with volume from out there.
Here's Pritchard. Here's Gonzalez. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Second team foul.
The Celtics have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Austin making a switch here.
And now look at Jason Tatum here. He's coming off an excellent season. And he was among the top 20 rebounders in the league. Never shy about throwing his weight around in the paint.
And clearly one of the dominant scorers we have in this league. His top 5 ranking last year puts him right there in the ranks of the elite. And he sinks the second. Last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points. And, Tim, you think about rim-running centers. Daniel Gafford typifies that type of player.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a great finisher. He knows when to dive at the rim. And what you like with Gafford is that he's willing to meet you there defensively as well.
Jacks up a 3. Boston again missing. Mavericks leading by 5. Here's Thompson.
All right, that's 2 fouls. Not a big deal, but you don't want to pick up that 3rd before the half.
And he's still going, but Tim, Klay Thompson has always been celebrated for his run with the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, Kevin, 4 titles, 5 All-Star appearances, 37 points in a quarter. Klay and Steph comprising quite possibly the greatest back. Tandem in league history.
First one falls for him.
Well, Klay Thompson has to be on the short list of the greatest shooters of all time. Whether it's spotting up or on the move, Klay has perfect mechanics.
And so Thompson nails both of them.
Well, Thompson is known for that shooting ability, but deserves more recognition for his defense. He's got the size, the lateral quickness, and most importantly, the desire defensively.
And Nembhard has it in the corner. Some nice passing here by Dallas. 6 to shoot from about 19 feet. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got 7 now in this quarter.
And it always looks good coming off his fingertips. Klay Thompson, one of the best shooters this league has ever seen.
Tatum down low. Gafford's there, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Hey, Gray, kind of a combo forward. Tatum at 6'8", more than capable of playing up at the power forward position.
And that's where he's mostly played the last few seasons, and his rebounding is more than just serviceable. Credit him for the strength he's added over his career.
And that one falls for Tatum. Tim is one of the most accurate three-point shooters this league has ever seen. Give us your top shooters in the game today.
Yeah, it's funny because you always say, well, obviously Steph, so it's almost like any conversation puts him in a different category. I obviously agree with that. I look at a guy like Damian Lillard with that unlimited range and his ability to pull up from anywhere. Even a guy like Trae Young, I would put into that category because of the range, Kevin. It just extends defenses so far.
What a list. Celtics have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. That one misses.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Thompson with the bucket.
And Thompson thrives in those catch-and-shoot situations.
Pritchard against Nembhard. Here's Pritchard. Nembhard grabs the board. On the wing, Thompson. Back to Nembhard. Tries it from the top of the key. And another basket for Dallas. Tatum with it. He's got 6. Crew on the 14-footer. Tatum's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Oh, good work from the mid-range there. Tatum likes taking that shot when he can create space.
Now, Nembhard. Here's Marshall. Some solid defense from Brown. Thompson with the rebound.
Yeah, he has had a hard time finding rhythm this quarter. Just cannot get one to go.
Now here's Middleton. He's coming off a 19-point game against Orlando. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Nembhard. No good there. Celtics trail by 10. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Nembhard against Pritchard. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Pritchard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, very few things on a basketball court are as pretty as a well-placed finger roll.
Here's Nembhard. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And then Washington with the dunk.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Able to have that kind of backline protection allows you to be aggressive on the perimeter.
Here's White. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
And that one falls for White. And both free throws good for White. Mavericks leading by 8. Flag with it. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Orlando.
And then you look at what he did defensively. 4 blocks on the night, and he changed a number of others.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Marshall. Lets it go from deep. Bangs home the trifecta. Marshall's got his first 3 points of the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now Tatum. He's covered by Washington. And now look at Boston's upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then on Tuesday, they'll go up against De'Aaron Fox and the San Antonio Spurs.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
And that one falls for Tatum.
And now here in the second quarter, he's getting to the line. I like the aggressiveness.
Gonzalez, he's checked in for Boston. Brown comes in for Pritchard. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
And looking at Tatum's game, you know, he really doesn't have a weakness. He can give it to you in a variety of ways. Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
So White will bring it up for the Celtics, trailing by 13. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Fires the 3. The Mavericks pull it in.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Middleton outside. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
Great to see Middleton producing like this. You can tell he loves to be a factor in his team's success.
And then Brown with the dunk.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Here's Flag. Middleton the pass to Marshall. Offline with his 3. Celtics trail by 13. White with it. Now defended by Flag.
And how about the defensive instincts Flag showed on that block? Guys can't afford to take him lightly on this end.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks. Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, "I'm not into labels. I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it. And what does this team want from him?" He said, "Be aggressive, don't defer." And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Back to you, Kevin.
Truly an impact player. Thank you, Allie. Dallas shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. And that one misses. So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that three-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release, because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy.
Boston ball.
Celtics trail by 12. There's 1:26 left now here in the second. Takes the three. Mavericks with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
In the corner, it's flat. That three off the mark. The Celtics have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Stolen by Middleton. 50 seconds left in the first half. Takes the 13-footer, and he drops that one in. Middleton's got 19 points.
Nice, a mid-range jumper by Middleton. I didn't know guys were allowed to take that shot anymore.
To the inside, and stolen by Christie. Pass to Washington. And here's Middleton. Over in the corner, Marshall. Shot clock at 6. Here's Flag. Fires for three. Sinks the three-pointer. Flag's got 8 points in the quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
And so it's Dallas, feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
I'm here with PJ Washington. PJ, what will be the key for you guys defensively in the second half?
Not letting them get easy routes to the basket and contesting their shots, rebounding, not letting them get second chance points.
Comes back to the fundamentals, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in just a moment.
Welcome, everybody. Let's get right to it. It's been nothing short of a tremendous challenge for the Boston Celtics.
Number one goal in the offseason, get yourself some rim protectors. The guys you have cannot do it.
And credit their opponent for relentlessly exploiting that here. Moving on now to discuss the small forward clash that we saw in the first half of this one.
The small forward matchup looked like it was going to be a juicy one, and boy, it has not disappointed. Some fierce back and forth between these guys, their own personal contest. I love it. I can't wait. It's the game within the game.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Chris Middleton has really been making it happen, guys.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Nothing in this league more difficult to defend than a well-timed weak side cut.
Celtics trail by 17. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. Big man on the 4 for him. It'll be Washington and Gafford. Christie is out there with Flag. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. Mavericks leading by 17. Now Flag for the 3. Rebounded by Hauser. White drives in, and he converts the layup. And that's now 9 points for Derek White.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
Middleton. That shot is off. White with the defensive effort. And it's Hauser in the corner. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Hauser's got 9.
And there's some of the development of Brown's game, not just attacking to the rim, passing that ball out for a triple.
Middleton for 3. Another miss by Middleton.
That's 3 straight misses to start the second half. Not what they wanted.
Got a piece of it. Gafford with the steal. To the paint. Oh, and the jam by Gafford.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And so White will bring it up for the Celtics. Pass to Brown. 16 feet away. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
And guys, really no surprise to see Brown flourishing on offense. He is just fearless on that end.
And here is Washington. He's got 11. Here's Flag. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Brown, and it's Flag missing.
This is definitely not how they envisioned starting the second half.
Pass to White. Now Hauser. Here's Cada. Brown wide open. He fired. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
They're on fire to start this quarter, and with each basket, their confidence grows.
Pass to Middleton. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Dallas moving the ball around. And Gafford throws it down.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Shot from 12. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from White.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
In order to cut into a lead the way that they have, you must be outstanding on both ends.
Flag with it. He's got 12. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
And let's check out a breakdown looking at some data for White. He had a strong showing last season. Put up about 16 points a game, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively, and he has provided points pretty much every time they've needed him.
Dallas leading by 11. And we've seen P.J. Washington take his defensive game, Tim, to another level in Dallas.
Yeah, Kevin, a chance to play a winning brand of basketball in his hometown, and maybe giving him a little extra motivation to go with that 7'2" wingspan.
And Gafford throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Pass to Hauser. Here's Tatum. It's Brown on the wing. And the rejection by Gafford. And he gets it back. Brown, no good. Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Into the lane. Pass to Washington. It's 3 pointers off the mark. Celtics trail by 13. Brown outside. And it's Flag with the rebound. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. For 3, Middleton. Good on the three-point shot. Middleton's got 22.
That's his first 3 of the night. Maybe something to build on.
White against Middleton. And he gets it to go.
I'll tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Pass to Flag. Puts it up from 12. Here's Washington, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
His efficiency throughout this game has really been something, and his team has been able to succeed in large part because of it.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
No adjustments made by the other team, and they couldn't defend against the speed of this group. They've been running over them in this one.
And they have also done a great job capitalizing on turnovers. Whenever they get a steal, they are off to the races. They're going to try to keep that going.
And Washington, no good on that one. Celtics trail by 16. Here's Shireman. He has yet to score. Here's White. Misses the 3.
Well, he was able to sink a triple back in the first half, but he has yet to connect here after the break.
The Mavericks have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
Second team foul. Shooting for Dallas. Flag. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one. And he's good on the second. Celtics trail by 17. Pass to Shireman. Back to White. Celtics passing it around. White, a screen on Gafford. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And with his combination of power and skill, Vucevic is a magnet for N1.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
He converted more than 4 out of every 5 free throw attempts last year, so just solid at the line.
Free throw drops for Vucevic.
And one of the most underrated bigs in the NBA. Vucevic quietly dominates on a consistent basis.
Wide with it, picked up by Brown. Middleton up top. He's got 22. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Nikola Vucevic. Last season, he played outstanding and a great touch around the rim. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
He was a top 10 rebounder last season for good reason. He's an incredibly intense guy to compete with. And for a full game, too. I mean, just nonstop. Outside, Gonzalez. Pass to Hauser. From outside, off the mark.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point line.
And it's sent back by White.
Well timed by Vucevic. Not a center who piles up blocks, but this guy picks his spot.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Outside, Gonzalez. Pass to Vucevic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Daniel Gafford.
And for a big man, Vucevic is pretty efficient at the line. Really has a complete game.
For 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Vucevic. Dallas making a switch here. No good on the second free throw. Mavericks leading by 13. Washington passes to Nembhard. Pass to Powell. Middleton outside. Now Christie. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Christie's got 5.
Yeah, he goes to the fadeaway right there. I think he thought the defense was a little bit closer.
Here's Tatum. Inside. Tatum automatic.
Nice little finish there inside from Tatum. He is so quick to get up when he's near the rim.
Pass to Washington. Middleton outside. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. 5th on the list, Jason Tatum.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
Pritchard, he's checked in for White. And Dallas also making a switch. Thompson, he's checked in for Christie. Now, here's Vucevic. 8 points for him. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Pritchard from outside connects from three-point range. 7 points in the game.
And the shot selection has been great, but the volume isn't where it needs to be.
To the middle. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Marshall comes in for Washington, and Flagg subbed in for Chris Middleton. And so it's Pritchard with it. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Pass to Hauser. Tatum with it. Guarded now by Marshall. Tatum passes to Gonzalez. And it's blocked and erased by Powell. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Pritchard. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
The shot by Nembhard and nobody around. It's good from long range. Nembhard's got 5.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
Here's Tatum. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
Dallas leading by 14. 1:32 left to play in the third. On the wing, Thompson. Clock at 6. Lots at 5. And Boston with the rebound. Hauser's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Vucevic. Three-pointer, Pritchard. Mavericks with the rebound. Powell's got his 6th rebound on the night. Inside, here's Flagg. And Flagg throws it down.
Emphatic finish by Cooper Flagg. Boy, is he intense.
Outside Tatum. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Dallas has gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Bounce pass Nembhard. Powell feeling it out a bit. Down low. And it's Powell slamming it down.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
And here is Tatum. 13 points in the game. A 3-ball. That one, no good. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Mavericks on top. They lead by 18. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with us. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
And right there, he wasn't a ball stopper. He kept his eyes up and his options open.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Down on the block, it's Tatum with Cato. Then there's Jaylen Brown. Then it's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Shireman in at the 2-guard. That's the Boston 5. Brown the pass to Pritchard. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Their 3-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Pass to Marshall. Flagg with it. On the wing, Thompson. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
for 3.
And the Mavericks lead by 18. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Brown. And it's Flagg with the rebound. Flagg's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Marshall can't hit.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
The putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Flagg with it, picked up by Brown. Pass to Flagg. No good on the triple.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Over in the corner, Pritchard hits it from three-point range. Pritchard's got 6 in the quarter.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Now Flagg. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Well, versatility is maybe Flagg's best weapon. He's a mismatch out there for pretty much anyone.
The line for 3.
Three shots. 3 shots.
And he hits the first of 3. Sam Hauser's checked in for Boston. Good on the second free throw. And he nails the third. Celtics trail by 16. Outside Tatum. Here's Brown. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Tough to even slow down playmakers like Brown.
At the line, Jaylen Brown. At the line for 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
A fearless athlete. Jaylen Brown competes every single night on both sides of the ball. Something you want as a teammate.
He hits the second from the line. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Pass to Flagg. Thompson in the corner. Sinks the triple. Thompson's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Dallas.
It's been a modest night scoring so far. Maybe that shot will encourage him to get some more looks.
Back to Tatum. Pass to Brown. 5 on the clock. Busted. No good that time either.
Yeah, keeps on shooting, keeps on missing. Maybe time to go in a different direction.
Here's Washington. A putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Mavericks lead by 20.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And they call an illegal screen here.
No doubt for me, the offense looks better in the second half. They've been able to dial down those turnovers, and that's been a huge help.
Mavericks leading by 20. Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
Yeah, Klay Thompson right now so potent and difficult to contain for the defense. This guy can flat out go off on any given night.
Inside, here's Pritchard. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, I love the resilience. After struggling in the first half, he has turned it on.
Pass to Flag. The tray. Rebounded by Hauser. Hauser's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Vucevic checked in for the Celtics. White comes in for Sam Hauser. The Mavericks also with a sub. Chris Middleton's checked in for Flag. Pass to Washington. Now Thompson fires the 3. Drills it from outside. Thompson's got 11 in the second half.
And another bucket for him. What a quarter he has had.
Get on Tatum, man.
Here's Brown. So, Tim, when you played, you were one of the league's best sharpshooters. Did you ever look around and pick things up off of other guys you watch shoot the ball well?
No question. In fact, I learned a lot about how to move off the ball by watching other guys as I made my way through college and eventually became a pro. And even when I was in the league, I would study other players to pick up things on their footwork and how to get my release a little bit quicker.
Give me one player that you really studied hard.
Well, there's no question Del Curry was a guy I watched because he needed very little time to get that shot off coming off of his screen. And unfortunately, several times I got there late against him and learned my lesson.
Here's Middleton. And it takes a hard bounce. Celtics trail by 21 in the corner. Tatum with it. Back to Brown. And the basket is good. The call goes his way, and we could be looking at a three-point play.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Dallas making a switch here. Christie's checked in.
Jaylen Brown at the line with 1 shot.
That free throw good from Brown. And so here is Dallas. Middleton outside. From downtown, knocks down the 3 ball. Middleton's got 25 points in the game.
And he was non-existent from 3 in the first half. Now he's changing the narrative.
Here's Tatum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Washington.
And we keep seeing franchises' values going up, Greg, including the Boston Celtics last season selling for over $6 billion.
Man, those are some deep pockets. And don't forget the Lakers going for in excess of $10 billion. As those well-heeled individuals continue to pay these incredible prices, the pressure to unlock new league revenue streams, listen, it's only going to increase.
Flag is checked in for the Mavericks. And he's good on the second. Now Christie. Pass to Washington. Flag with it. And good that time. Flag's got 10 points in just the second half.
I just don't know how you stop this guy. Flag is everywhere.
Outside White. Here's Kata. Here's Shireman. White looking around. And it's good. With time running down on the shot clock.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Pass the Flag. GA, in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
Now, here's Marshall. Now, Flag. Some solid defense from Brown. Boston's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Pass to White. Here's Kata. Tatum on the wing. Over Middleton. Tatum no good. Dallas leading by 22. Washington kicks to Marshall. Middleton the pass to Christie. To the left wing. Flag with it. Rebounded by the Celtics. Kata's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Pass to Shireman. Brown outside. In the corner. Tatum with it. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 4th assist in this one.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Here's Flag. And Flag throws it down.
Well, this team relies on his scoring, and no shocker, he's done his part.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. It's time now to present our player of the game, Chris Middleton.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game. It's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor. And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
And he capitalizes on the breakaway, laying that baby in. Mavericks leading by 16. Outside, Christie. Marshall deciding where to go with it. Here's Middleton. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
And this is where you really want to be mindful. No turnovers, no sloppy play.
White outside. Vucevic. That shot no good. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 22 is their biggest lead.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Mavericks.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this is a win they wanted badly, guys. They did not want to get swept in the season series.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Chris Middleton.
He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
Flag. Outside, Christie launches it, parries the long-range jumper. And the Mavericks lead by 21.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
It is never easy to win on the road, but they rose to the challenge.
Here's Pritchard. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.